Level up. Level up.
Hello? Hello? I don't know why it doesn't do the transition thing properly. I'll have to have a look at that. There may be some thing interfering with it slightly. Who knows? Anyway. How are we doing? Hello. Alien Walrus Jacket G. Oh yeah. Happy to invite you, G. Get some good Genji players in there. Or similar. You know? Now, here's an interesting thing. On the Overwatch League schedule today, notice how between the first match and the second match, there's a 2-hour gap. between the start of one and the other, but for the other two gaps, it's 1 hour 45 minutes. So they've given an extra 15 minutes between these two. Now, why would they need 15 minutes? Perhaps they're going to make some kind of announcement. Who knows? I mean, this one here, this second match is at 7. And at 7, they usually do like a tweet or a patch or something like that. It is Sunday today, however, so I don't expect any patches, but maybe a PTR patch, maybe an announcement, maybe they're doing things a little different, doing something on a Sunday, who knows? But yeah, sure, I can invite people now. I just wanted to point that out, because that seemed curious. There may be nothing in it, it may mean nothing at all, but it's just interesting is all, really. They usually have 1 hour 45 for each match scheduled in, but today it's 2 hours for the first gap. Curious. You fixed your cooling problem. Excellent. How was it fixed? What did you do? It's good to know your house hasn't burnt down, at least. Alright. I think I'm done here. You reapplied the thermal paste and clean the air cooler. Good. What's your temperatures now? You joining, Liam? Okay, one more spot. $40 right now. Much better. Yeah, there we go. Who did the work? Did you do it yourself, or did you get your dad or something to do it? Or a friend? You did it yourself? Okay, cool. Always good to have the skills to do that kind of thing. But by the sounds of it, you did a good job. Going from 98 degrees yesterday and a fire to 40 degrees today. Yeah, seems good. You ran for 30 minutes in the morning to get the thermal paste. Some good exercise then. Nice. Did you do the research necessary to figure out how to do it all properly? Or did you just wing it? I'm just gonna switch to a different Discord channel so it doesn't affect my performance as much. So, what skin should we have today? We'll have the owl skin today, I think. You looked up a guide on YouTube. Excellent. It's much better to look up the knowledge instead of trying to just wing it, you know? If you're not sure what you're doing. It's good.
Attack commences in 30 seconds.
Staying out of trouble, Benji?
On my best behavior, Captain.
Gotcha.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attack commencing. Capture objective A.
Hey!
Attention!
Yeah, hopefully no more fires. Oh, what have you done?
We're going to.
You have my thanks.
Are you taking my skin away from me?
I'll make quick work of it.
Wasteland. Okay.
You needed a goddess?
Okay.
Namaste.
Good. I've sorted that out.
Take your
Okay, next time we are on Hero Select, make sure I remember to switch to skin. I do that sometimes. I'll keep forgetting, and it's like 2 hours later, or maybe even the whole stream. I've done that before. Oof. Nano Blade, go! Nice.
You're going to be okay.
I seem to be on the way to dying. I'm gonna hide here. Let the payload heal me.
I'm in.
Hello. Thank you.
Not happy the payload to its destination.
You played 9 Mathers and 1 6. Oh, nice. So only so you're guaranteed 60% win rate, but you could get 70%. You do one more. That's nice. So what was the state of the thermal paste, Wakes, when you took it apart?
Thanks.
Did it look a bit insufficient or what?
You're going to be okay.
Our enemy returns.
The payload.
Thank you.
The payload has reached
Meteor strike.
Yeah. That sounds about right from the temperatures you were getting. But yeah, you need a good coverage, because the more coverage you have, the more heat is dissipated into the cooling system, right? Because any air gaps will reduce the efficiency of the cooling. And the more air gap you have, the worse it is. So yeah,
Get in there.
I'm glad you sorted it out and properly. Who put the PC together at the beginning? Was it pre-build or was did someone you know put it together? That's probably what my graphics card looks like, to be honest, with the heatsink on it. Entirely insufficient to actually cool it properly. So, yeah, I need to touch base with Alan again and see when he's available.
Old soldiers are hard to kill.
Hello.
Her uncle's friend built it. Well, he needs to be taught how to properly assemble a PC by the sounds of it, because he didn't do a very good job.
Keep out of my way. This is not your time. You should be at I make it work.
I could probably attempt to service my graphics card myself, but I know Alan's skills in that matter are much better than mine, so I'd rather he do it. Because let's face it, I could do a bodge job myself, or I could get Alan to do a proper job. And when it comes to something I use every single day, I'd rather it be done properly.
Why is the payload stopped?
I require healing. I need healing.
Just a dot on the CPU. Wow.
Protect the payload.
Yeah, that's it's just not good enough. Not good enough.
I'm on fire.
Oh yeah, you should definitely tell him what happened. And yeah,
My team still needs me.
there might be a way of legal recourse, because yeah, you could have died. Your whole house could have burned down.
We still need you.
You're going to be okay. You're powered up. Get in there.
Well, there was no heal with that nano because of and a grenade. Oh no.
I wasn't cut out for retirement anyway.
Hello.
You won't regret it.
My telephone is online.
It's worth investigating to see whether that you can do anything. Because I'd it might be worth just seeing whether he wants to compensate you for almost dying. Otherwise, it might be worth going down a more legal route, because yeah, he put your life in danger by not doing a good enough job at this, putting that PC together.
Meteor strike.
And it could have been much worse than it was.
Stay down. Meteor strike.
The battle continues.
Thank you.
Heroes never die.
Yeah, that's weird, Dave. Weird.
30 seconds.
You're powered up. Get in there.
No, damn it! I wasted my ult. Aww. Genji, you die. You just. I was like, damn it. Why is this too late?
10 seconds remaining.
Seriously? Yeah. As long as it's only a minor problem that can be fixed with an easy workaround. Eh.
Play of the game.
Is there a problem with the Steam Friends thingy? Yeah, it looks like it's not only me. Alright. Yeah, my PC tends to stay on quite a bit. The only times when it turns off are when it blue screens or freezes, and I have to turn it off.
Now arriving at ease. Prepare for battle. Select your
Can I play comp? Yes. Will I play comp? No. I don't like it. It's not for me. Alright, Wasteland skin it is. Comp's just quick play but longer. No. Comp's extra toxic quick play but longer. Let's face it.
This will help. Healing in hand.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1. Capture the objective.
So nah. Extra stress, extra toxicity. No thanks.
For more civilized age.
Who's the better sniper now? Ooh. Aw. Do you know? Let me sort that out for you. Ah! Bapo! Thank you.
Back in the fight.
Thank you, Angela. The pain.
That wasn't gonna hit anyone, and then Mercy was like, I can catch that with my face. But why would you want to? Ba-da-ba.
You're powered up. Get in there.
Go! Nano Genji, go! Yee. It's exactly what, 2 years since, or is it 3? Might have been 3 years since Anna was announced. Which hero was announced on the 7th of July? Yeah, have a check.
Best round 1. Score.
Anna's first teaser was on the 7th. Okay. Now, I'm not anticipating Hero 31 today. If they do some sort of announcement today, it may not be related to a new hero. It may not even be related to Summer Games. What they might be talking about today is that new social feature that they promised last year that they said they'd release in the summer. So there's that still to come that people have forgotten about. A lot of people have forgotten about. I don't hear it mentioned pretty much at all anymore. But it hasn't come out yet, so... Because people think, ooh, replays, ooh, workshop, but neither of those are social features, right? Yeah, very nice additions, don't get me wrong, but they're not the social feature that was promised. Unless they're counting replays and or workshop as a social feature. And although workshop does have a lot of social elements, I wouldn't primarily just describe it as a social feature. I'd describe it as a new game play feature, right? It's more of an extension of the custom game system than a social feature.
I'm not ready to hang it up.
Hey, Marcus. Yeah, indeed. Replays are actually really, really good for checking yourself, right? Say if you get really salty about the fact that your whole team was throwing or whatever, you can actually go back and look at the replay to see the match from their perspective, to see what they were actually doing and whether they were actually trying or not. And to see whether that annoying Doomfist or whatever was actually targeting you deliberately, or whether they were just doing well enough to always kill you when you were around with everyone else. We might want to kill that guy. There we go.
You're powered up. Get in there.
Power! Oh dear.
This will help.
Ouch. The bets for Anna Play of the Games is still open. I still haven't earned any, so 0 is still possible. If you want to bet on how many Play of the Games I get, you can do so. The instructions are in chat. Give it a go. You might win a load of true bits. But betting 0 is not betting at all. A good job. You have to be invested to win anything.
Fide bal sou yo!
Score.
You reckon I won't get any? So I'm going from 100 hours to 250 hours, as I do with all the quick play stuff. So I've already got 17 hours out of that extra 150 hours, right? So I'm well into it.
Round 3. Capture the objective.
Also more commonly known as wakes. Okay, welcome back. Wakes.
You're not getting rid of me that.
Ugh. You know, I haven't taken an allergy tablet today. Should probably do that. Ugh.
I've come back from worse.
This time of year is annoying. It's too hot and there's pollen everywhere.
Fide bal sou yo!
Ah, nice. Happy anniversary from a few days ago, Sticky Dog. Hey, Nordic. Yeah, it's been a while. How have you been?
Healed up.
No, damn. Did you not follow me for a few days, Sticky Dog?
Listen.
Pretty close, though. Grown-up life is just stressful. Depends what you fill it with. Ouch.
It's Hanu.
Oof, that sucks, Nordic. Not good, but it'll work out in the end, one way or another.
Level up.
You're... Whatever happens, he'll figure out a way of making it work. No problem. I like how above all the streams someone took Anna, so I played a game of Winston and I got play of the game. Oof.
Now enter. Prepare to attack. Select your hero.
As soon as I don't play Anna, play of the game. Oh no, Alan has shingles. That's not nice.
Never stop fighting for what you believe in.
The sight of one of my finest kills. That day, I felt alive.
Attack commences in 30 seconds.
Shingles, yeah. It's not a very nice illness. It's a virus. Shingles is an infection that causes a painful rash.
Attack commences. Capture objective.
It hurts. The shingles rash appears as red blotches on your skin on one side of your body only. A rash on both the left and the right of your body is unlikely to be shingles. The blotches become itchy blisters that ooze fluid. A few days later, the blisters dry out and scan. The rash can form a cluster that only appears on one side of your body. The skin remains painful until after the rash has gone. Shingles can also make your eye red and sore, affecting your sight or hearing, or making it difficult to move one side of your face. Yeah, it's real nasty. It's a virus, so it's not a permanent thing, but it's very unpleasant.
Moira is here.
I have your back.
No one
Take your medicine.
Ah, no! Yeah, I can invite you again, Walrus. Did you get kicked for inactivity?
Soldiers are hard to kill.
It's just something you have to it can take up to 4 weeks for the rash to heal. Your skin can be painful for weeks after the rash is gone, but it usually settles over time. Wow. That's nasty.
I cast this forth.
You cannot spread shingles to others, but people who have not had chicken pox before could catch chicken pox from you. This is because shingles is caused by the chicken pox virus. Now that's interesting. Ouch.
I'm not ready to hang out.
Apagando las luces.
How's the Anna gameplay going? Yeah, fairly well. From time to time. I do alright here and there. Chewing ice cream. What?
You're powered up. Get in there.
Oops. Kill them all, Liam. Yeah. Yeah, you really don't want to get chickenpox when you're older. It's much nastier. The younger you are, the easier it is to deal with it, and the less of a pain in the butt it is. So it's best to get it as when you're a kid than when you're an adult. Yeah, I had chickenpox fairly early on. It's often encouraged to get young kids infected with chickenpox because once you've had it, you can't get it again, essentially. The exception being it's still possible to get shingles, right? But that's a lot rarer. Shingles is nasty, as we've discovered.
This will only hurt for a minute.
Surrender to my will.
Oh, I missed, damn it!
You're powered up. Get in there.
Go, Genji, go! You got your blade though. Nice. Ouch. Yeah, that sucks, Vinny. Do I play any arcade game modes? Occasionally.
Apagando las luces.
With every new hero comes the need to do 50 hours of not quick play. So I do generally arcade stuff for that. Oh, damn it.
I wasn't cut out for retirement anyway. Healing enough.
Damn it.
لسه في ناس لازم احميهم.
Oh yeah, 3v3 and 6v6 elimination game modes are the best for XP per hour, given optimal conditions, according to my research. So yeah, if you want a lot of XP per hour, group up with some people and do those. Because they're pretty fun as well. Fun game modes with lots of XP. Worth it. No, no. I got hacked. Ah.
Play of the game.
I'm just messaging Alan some more. Isn't Team Deathmatch garbage to level up? No, it's actually pretty good. It's fairly equivalent to quick play. If I have a look at my XP document, look.
Never stop fighting for what you believe in.
Well, I suppose I'll be patching you up, as usual.
Da, 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 da.
Attack commences in 30 seconds.
Where's my XP document? Sheets is what I want. Sheets. And Overwatch XP gain efficiency. No, that's not it. That's something else. Ultimate XP guide data. That's the one. Okay, so
1. Attack commencing.
here's
Escort the
here's a link to the document if you want to check it out yourself.
Let's keep it going.
But essentially, the first tab is the amount of XP per hour you get for each mode, according to how many matches you complete per hour. So the more you complete per hour, the shorter each match is, right? So it goes from 1 per hour all the way up to 30. Although some matches can never get up that high because they can never be that quick. But for Team Deathmatch versus Quick Play, if you do 8 per hour, they're fairly equivalent. Team Deathmatch actually starts off less efficient than Quick Play, but as you get more and more matches per hour, it starts to become very similar. At 8 matches per hour, Team Deathmatch is actually slightly more efficient than Quick Play. So you have to get quite a few in before it starts to become better. If the Team Deathmatch matches last too long, it's worse. So that's quite interesting. So if your average match length in a Team Deathmatch match is about sort of 7.5 minutes, then you'll manage to get... Actually, I think they need to be quicker than that because of into match time. So you're probably looking at around 5 to 6 minutes per Team Deathmatch match in order to get that optimal quick play efficiency. Hi there, Christian Kappa.
Let them up.
Could probably graph this out to see how efficient each one is compared to each other. That'd be quite interesting, actually.
This is not your time. I'm moving payload. Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
I require healing.
You have my thanks.
Hello.
Everything by design.
Everything by design.
وريهم قوتك.
Ooh, lots of borders. Upgrades. Border upgrades! Who gets my nano boost?
Teleporter online.
Exporting the payload.
You ready, G? Alright. Oh, yeah, we're a bit on fire there. Try to be less on fire, there we go. Yo!
Reality bends to my will.
I require healing.
What's happening? Alright.
Let's get you back.
Heroes never die.
Oh no! Oof.
Let them up.
The battle continues.
Victory.
Did I ever play YouTuber's Life? Nope.
Play of the game.
A nice quick game, yeah. Off stream, I've been playing a game called Stellaris alongside Overwatch. It's a game where you build up a space empire and try to conquer the galaxy. It's a real-time strategy game. It's very good. I like it. It could be described as a 4X, similar to things like Civilization,
Welcome to Paris.
where you're building an empire, managing the economy, you know, building armies, crushing your enemies, exploring new territory, all that kind of stuff. And the soundtrack is great. It's got really good music.
Never stop fighting for what you believe in. Need someone to tuck, need someone to tuck, need someone to tuck, need someone to tuck you in.
Victory will be ours.
The sword, the sword, the sword, the sword is a feeling.
The sword, the sword, the sword.
Incoming in 30 seconds.
Wow, that's weird. Oh, you can see the pillar going around. Look. Pillow. Weird.
3, 2,
All right.
1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective
Level 9130 also means unemployment. No. I've had a job for 90% of the time I've been playing Overwatch. It just means good time management on my part, right? Having a job and playing a buttload of Overwatch can be done. I've done it. Don't know of any good MMOs. Final Fantasy 14 is very good, apparently. Elder Scrolls Online, I'm hearing good stuff about. That's still good. It started off a bit rough, but it's gotten a lot better. I wouldn't recommend World of Warcraft myself. Not now, anyway. It's on the decline, unlike other games. EVE Online is a solid pick if you're into those kind of games, but I do your research on that one. It does have a good chunk of the game free to play, so you can give it a try without actually putting any money down.
I'm not ready to hang it up.
Acquire
Watching your back.
I am probably more aggressive than I should be as Anna. But, you know, that's just my playstyle.
hello.
But yeah, Final Fantasy 14 is probably the best of the genre right now, in my opinion.
I wasn't cut out for retirement anyways.
Damn it! Aww. Oh yeah, Boss Beardman plays it on stream. Yeah, Factorio's great. I've put a huge amount of time into Factorio. I'll probably tell you exactly how much. $1,026 hours. There you go. That's my endorsement. Ugh. Haven't heard of either of those. Gee. Yeah, 376 healing. Take that. I've seen Surviving Mars has got fairly mixed reviews.
Welcome to Hollywood. Prepare to attack. Select your hero.
Never stop fighting for what you believe in.
Ugh.
This is my kind of city. Light, camera, action!
Attack commences in 30 seconds.
Alright, game face on.
Nom nom nom.
Exquisite.
What are you looking at?
Why do you struggle?
ازيك؟
5,
Yeah.
4, 3,
Struggle. Why do you
1.
All right.
Attack commencing.
Let's
Capture
do it.
Objective A.
I'm not sure Wakes, so I'll have to do some research.
Celebrate life.
Acquire healing.
Die.
Patched up. Anyone want to join me?
I don't think so. Enemy turret destroyed.
I need healing.
Do you now? No, you don't. Walrus does. Oof. I'm gonna grab this.
Objective A captured. Escort complete.
Diva, 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 diva. Don't just stand there and emote. There's enemies around. Might be a good idea to ask Boss Wakes when he's about, because he'd be able to tell you, I'm sure. Ouch.
My team's on this.
I need healing. Comes up.
Yeah, Universe Sim is still in development, so I wouldn't expect any kind of polished experience from that until it's not. I'm avoiding it myself until it's not in development anymore. I'm interested in that kind of game, but I want it fully featured and fully developed first. And then I'll look at the reviews for the full featured version to decide whether I want to actually buy it at that point. But I don't want to invest in a game that's half finished because it may never be finished, right?
No one can
There's always that risk.
sight.
It has a lot of promise, but at the moment, since it's still in development, it's not worth my time in my opinion. Since any problems that exist right now may not exist when the release candidate arrives. And I don't want to soil my opinion of the game because of some lesser aspects that won't even exist when the game releases. But yeah, seems to have a lot of promise, but
Victory.
not right now.
Play of the game.
Yeah, we're doing pretty well lately. Let's have a look. Win, 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 win.
Double kill.
50%. Beep, 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 beep. 50% is fine.
Now arriving at Lijiang Tower. Prepare for battle. Select your hero.
No, I don't have a Nintendo Switch. I don't really need one. So, I don't have one.
Never stop fighting for
A Nintendo Switch is a good purchase. Definitely. It's basically the newest version of the Game Boy, right? It's in that line of consoles, basically. They've merged the best of the home console and the portable together into one. So they've done a really good job.
Round 1. Capture the objective.
So if you want a nice, powerful handheld console, then the Switch is a really good choice. It's probably one of the only choices you can have right now, really, realistically. There aren't really any good handheld consoles apart from the Switch. And you got some really good stuff on the Switch as well. And we might eventually get Overwatch on the Switch. That'll be neat. Diablo 3 is already on the Switch. It works really well. I had to go on it at BlizzCon. I was pretty impressed.
Old soldiers are hard to kill.
Fortnite.
Team up for special attack.
Heal up, wee! No, I wanted to sleep.
No power down. Get in there.
Nano boost! I'm screwed. I'd say Switch. Out of those two, Switch is the better choice.
Old soldiers are hard to kill. I have your back.
iPad Pro is a bit of a waste of money, really, in my opinion. Switch is much better. Oh, damn.
Score 0-1.
Hello.
Hey.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
Good job, G.
Young again.
Pro skills. Pro skills.
Name. Healed up. That will only hurt for a minute.
Die. Damn it. Oh, you did it.
Listen to me, Kevin.
Teleporter online. I have opened the top.
You're going to be okay.
Whoa.
Go. I give you here.
I cannot be stopped.
Hostile down.
How long is the skin out for? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, if you look at Play Overwatch's Twitter right now,
This is not your time.
Thank you, Angela.
hold on. I have to find it. There it is. If you look at their Twitter right now, it still has the Baptiste reunion challenge on it as the pinned tweet and the banner. So I think they're a bit slow at doing anything right now. I mean, tomorrow is Monday and the end of the July 4th weekend, so they might actually get their act together and do some work tomorrow.
Somebody get me some healing.
I have your back.
Oh, let's break it. Damn!
Go, Nano Sim! Miss, miss, missy, miss, missy, missy, miss. Miss, 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 the miss, the miss. Oh, look at my accuracy, it's so high.
Score.
Oops.
Helio. Go.
I have
Sleep the wall. Sleepy, sleepy wall. Ah, damn it. Who knows? We might have some kind of news today. As I've noted, there seems to be 15 minutes for something today during Overwatch League. So we might get something. I saw someone pointed it out on Reddit, and I thought it was worth mentioning, seeing as it is rather curious how they've done that. Although it might be worth looking at every other day on the Overwatch League schedule to see if that's unusual or not. Let's have a look. Oh, the times aren't on there. Oops.
Correct choice.
I guess we can't look then. Stage 4. I'll have a look at stage 4.
You're not getting rid of me, that.
Yeah, it looks like it's fairly normal to have hour 45 between each and every match. 1 hour 45 minutes. That is the norm. So to have 2 hours today is unusual. It's out of the ordinary.
Play of the game.
So it does mean something. The question is, what does it mean? Yeah, I'm looking at all of them. I'm looking at every single one. And in stage 4, every single one is an hour 45 between each match. Every single one. So, they've allocated 15 minutes for something that's not a match. So yeah, could be something nice. What I anticipate them doing is doing the match first, right? The first match, and then once that match is over, before the next one, so before 7 o'clock hits, they'll do some kind of announcement of something, and then do the second match at 7. And once they've actually announced it, that's when they'll post the thing on Twitter and everywhere else at 7 o'clock. That's probably what's going to happen.
I will simulate our upcoming mission to identify possible outcomes.
You have my thanks.
I'm in aim.
Attack commences.
Yeah, something today. Could of course just be a mistake on the scheduler's part, but we'll see.
Struggle. What interesting ways your mind works.
Every 5, 4, 3, 2.
But I suppose it'll be worth turning on Overwatch League and monitoring it to see if they're going to announce, if they're going to mention why there's 15 minutes extra between match 1 and 2 today. Initially, anyway. They should turn the stream on, I think, what, an hour before? Half an hour before the first match? So they might mention it then, I don't know.
Still needs me. This one only hurt for a minute.
Oh, I didn't. No, I didn't know what was going on. Ooh! I did it. I got through. But everyone's dying. So. Damn it. Alright, we can do that again, but make sure I'm there. Because I don't want to miss out on that. Because I can't heal you if I'm not there. Oh my god. F. Oh, goodbye. Okay. Nice view from underneath the map.
It'll take more than that to keep me out of the fight.
Animal Crossing on Switch. Yeah, now the now a video game can tell you off in a new way for not saving before you quit. Ouch. I thought that was rather amusing when I encountered that the first time. A video game telling me off for not saving the game.
60 seconds.
Most games don't care if you don't save. You just lose progress and that's it. But Animal Crossing's like, excuse me, you're supposed to save the game before you close. Just stop playing. Bad. Don't do that.
You're powered up. Get in there.
It's a blue ball. It's a blue balls. Blue ball.
My will made real. Help me. This is much better than a cabana on the beach.
Yeah, you log back onto Animal Crossing and the entire town is dead. It's a nuclear wasteland and you've missed out on so much. It's suddenly Fallout.
Play of the game.
Oh my god. Oof. Seven environmental kills. I'll upvote that. Wait, it didn't work. I was clicking on it, nothing happened.
Traveling to Volskaya. Prepare your defenses. Select your hero.
Anna. Right, let's show them how they're supposed to play defense on a 2CP map. Wink.
Never stop fighting for what you believe in.
That's a lot of Animal Crossing wakes.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Pokemon!
And take more than that
Oh no!
out of the fight.
They are taking the point. Why am I so big? When was I big? When did that happen? When did that happen?
Objective lost. New defense point. Objective B.
It's not the whole stream, Dave. It's not.
Get that then. You're going to be okay.
Hold on, I'll heal you. Oh no!
Locked by the dragon.
Oh, I'm alive. Mistake! Is it telling you off because you forgot to save? Oops.
Locked by the dragon.
So what does that mean exactly? You've just lost some of the actual progress you made last time you played, or does it mean more than that? No! You were money glitching. So you were cheating, and you didn't save. Okay.
All soldiers are hard to kill.
I remember at one point when I was playing Clash of Clans, they implemented a system in the game where it would force you to take a break if you've played for too long in one session. Now they did that for a very deliberate reason, to force high-level players to get attacked every now and then. So it was actually fair, because players would essentially just force themselves to stay online so they didn't get attacked, so they couldn't lose trophies, right? It was a sort of very deliberate way of staying high on the leaderboards in order to make sure they stayed in like the top positions in the world. So when they implemented that, a lot of people fell out of the top, like so many players in the leaderboard, because their bases sucked, essentially, and it was far too easy to raid their bases. So it forced players to actually focus on a proper defense when they were actually raided, rather than just a bunch of nonsense. It didn't actually work when people actually attacked.
Teleporter online. I have opened the path.
Did I use my nano? I don't actually remember using my nano. Oh no, I'm fine. Ouch. Yeah, I think that's the point, Dave. I think that's the point. Because, you know, he kind of is.
I wasn't cut out for retirement anyway.
I am ready to activate the sound barrier.
I don't actually know if he has any kids. I'm not sure. It may be unclear. It may not have been stated in the lore whether he is or not. Greetings, Benjaminage.
Reality bends to my will.
Saved your life. We're almost done here.
This is gonna make you feel better.
You know what?
10 seconds.
It's time for more boostio.
You're powered up. Get in there.
Oh, let's break it.
Well, you tried, Moira. You just didn't get here in time. How disappointing.
Play of the game.
Boostio!
Boostio! Oops. Was that a bit loud?
Boostio!
Yeah, I can show you my all modes. Here's my all modes. And did the level up thing not work? Let's try again.
Level up.
Oh, there we go. Did the leaves thing not appear? Ah. I think I know why. There we go. That should be fixed.
Awesome to the max.
Oof. Okay, that's fine. Good. Well, I am ridiculously high compared to the level required to max the border out. Yes. I have enough levels to have the 16th border, but since there are only 5, I am stuck on the 5th. So yeah, I'm a level 11 borders ahead of the current border in terms of levels. Maybe Blizzard will feel the need to give me something more unique once I hit level 10,000. That's around mid-October by the looks of it. But yeah, it's up to them whether they acknowledge my accomplishment once I get to level 10,000. I have no problem if they just don't have time to help, but I feel like it would be worth them acknowledging, right? Level 10,000 at least. If they're going to acknowledge anything, it should be that.
Hello.
Nice. Well, if they didn't do S word, then they should probably get some laxatives or something, because doing that on a regular basis is important. Yeah, most people never get silver border. Most people never get that far. And that's level 601.
Lights out.
Damn it!
Reality bends to my will.
Of course, Dave, of course. I'll do more than a tweet. For level 10,000, I'll make sure to hit it on a weekend and do a 12-hour stream. So that more people can attend. I'll take a day off work in order to hit level 10,000. I'm going to plan the day I get there beforehand and make sure that it happens. The day I'm looking at the moment is the 19th of October. And I'm going to make sure that about 2 months, a month and a half to 2 months beforehand, I'll lock the date in, book the day off work, and make sure that date is known, both for my community and elsewhere. So I'll contact my community manager inside Blizzard and make sure he knows the date as well. So anything can be arranged that will be, right?
I copy.
For that date. But 19th of October is currently the planned date. Whether that stays the same or changes, we'll see. I might be able to get it a week earlier, like on the 12th or 13th, but I'm not going to commit to that yet. It really depends on how well I can do in terms of levels per day and what comes between now and then. I know in October, in August, I plan to go away for a few days to celebrate my 1 year relationship anniversary with my now fiancée. So we're gonna go away for a few days. But I'll take my laptop with me, so I won't be completely void of levels. The first day of Anna was yesterday, Adam, on the stream. I started Anna on Friday, but I don't stream on Fridays. Apart from that, I don't think there's anything planned of me going away for any length of time. So I should be able to level a decent amount all the way up to level 10k. There may be a few days here and there where we go out for a day to do something, but we'll see. Oh, there's also the days where I do my sleep stuff, which will impact my leveling as well, so yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I've got a free space for you, wait. But the days that I am here, the days that I am leveling, I'm going to try to make the most of, so that any days that I have lesser activity on them made up for. I'm going to try real hard to hit that objective of 19th of October, and if I can do better, I'll do better.
I am unstoppable.
Score 1-1.
1-1.
Someone to tuck you in. Die, these children, behave. Need someone to tuck you in.
Be champion.
Ba-ba-ba-da-bam.
Bingo!
Aww. William Overwatch. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Grove. I almost pronounced it slightly differently there. Ah.
My team still needs me.
Yeah, something like that, Wakes. Something like that. Ah, dodged the sleep.
I'll take the objective. Hello. Want some?
Well, I healed something.
I'm taking the objective.
More than
Converge
that
on
to
me.
keep me out
They
of
have
the
revived. No idea why I
Well, what I've done is, originally I had a goal of setting getting every hero to 100 hours, which I accomplished in June 2017. Since then, I've been working on getting every hero to 250 hours. I did take a short break to get all modes sorted out, because they introduced that shortly before I finished my 100 hours target. But yeah, I've played every hero to at least 100 hours in quick play and 150 overall, at least. I've got 22 heroes at 250 hours in quick play and 300 plus overall. And that should increase over time all the way until I'm done. Oh, nice. So when I'm saying I'm starting on certain heroes, that means starting on getting them from 100 hours in quick play to 250 hours in quick play, right? If you're not super familiar with what I've been doing, you could think that starting on a hero means starting from 0 hours, but no, that's not the case. The only time when I start on a hero is when they come out. So once Hero 31 comes out, whenever that will be, either this month or next month, one would think, starting on them will be starting on them from scratch, because they wouldn't have been in the game previously, right? Oh, I need to turn my fan on. It's getting rather hot in here. Ooh. Ah, damn. No. I think after this match I'll take a short break, because I need to go to the loo anyway, and it's almost at the 2-hour mark that I usually take a break anyway.
Reality bends to my will.
Well, we'll see what the new hero is and what kind of class they are and how good I am when they come out. I have no idea how quickly I'll get used to them or how good I'll be. Only time will tell. Down. Hey Pellet, can you join? Full group right now. I'll open the queue shortly. And I don't want anyone on the point. No, no one's on the point. Ah, goodbye. Finally hit plat on competitive. Congrats. That's a significant accomplishment.
Play of the game.
Okay, so I'm going to do a BRB. I'll be back in approximately 5 minutes or so, and then we'll continue. Alright, so yeah, be back shortly. Alright, I have returned. Oh, I don't know why I'm so sweaty today. It's getting worse, I think. I'm getting sweatier, easier over the past few days. Oh. Overwatch League jersey.
Fighting for what you believe in.
Maybe I should get a jersey for myself. As like the highest level player. But get it like get a unique jersey for maybe put it on the merch store. I don't know. Could be interesting. Oh. On it. Get away from me.
Bad guys, heads up.
I'm a bit shaky recently as well. Hope I'm not getting sick. I don't like being sick. I'm supposed to be training a new guy at work tomorrow and Tuesday. So I need to be well for that. Because he's going to be working on my days off. So I want to make sure he's trained up properly. So I can rely on someone to do my job properly when I'm not there.
Watching your back.
Hey, hi there. Am I not? You're going to go after this walrus? Okay.
It'll take more than that to keep me out of the fight.
You refunded your second Steam game. What was it? Nope. How am I not bored of Overwatch? Because I'm still finding it fun. And I don't get bored of having fun. Oh yeah, you can refund Steam games. If you've played it for less than 2 hours, and you've had it for less than a week, I think it is, then you can get it refunded. My career profile says I've got 7,839 hours of time played. That's match time in tracked matches. Yeah, you can't refund something you've played for 50 hours. You've got your money's worth out of it if you played that much, whether or not you like it anymore. My actual hours played is probably around about 13,500.
It's just a scratch. You'll be fine.
I've got you in my sights. Get out of my way.
Ouch.
Cease your resistance.
Get out of my way.
Oh.
Play of the game.
Indeed, Zyrex. 13,500.
I've got you in my sights.
It's about a year and a half of actual game time. I've been alive for over 1 billion seconds. I reached 1 billion seconds in January this year.
Welcome to Prepare to attack. Select your hero.
I'm gonna work out how many seconds it's been since my birth now. I'll use an approximate time for my birth. It doesn't matter too much. 1,015,247,179 seconds.
Attack commences
Never
in 30
stop
seconds.
fighting for what you. For a man of your years, You're looking pretty good, Jack.
Well, all that stuff they pumped into me has to be good for something.
So you're approaching 500 million seconds, Cyrex. Right. I'm approaching 17 million minutes.
Watching your back.
Oh no.
I've come back from work. You're covered.
Ticked in 2,808 hours. Wow, like 2 weeks. Suzed_QQ. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Grove. Oh no, wait. I calculated wrong. 117 days, like 4 months, okay.
Tactical visor activated. Into the unknown.
Yeah, that sucks. I remember when I lived in Hong Kong when I was a kid for about 2.5 years, and 1 year there was a very intense monsoon, which is basically very, very heavy rain for quite a while. And we were living in a downstairs apartment at the time, a flat, right? And basically it was a block of flats, and we were the lowest one, and it was on a hill. So our apartment was actually down a few stairs at the bottom of the flat, of the block of flats. So all the water was flowing down the hill, and a lot of it flowed into our apartment and flooded the whole thing. So our house got a bit flooded, basically. Luckily, though, at the time, the flat above us, the apartment above us, was vacant. No one was living there. So we ended up just moving upstairs. Luckily, we were friends with a few neighbours, so we stayed with them while we did the move. Most of the stuff was fine, as far as I know. There was some water damage on some things. I don't remember much about it myself, because I was only like 4 or 5 years old. But I don't think a huge amount of stuff was irreparably damaged. But it was rather dirty water, so the floors were ruined, basically. We couldn't live there anymore.
Get in there.
No one can hide from my sight.
Seconds remaining.
I move it.
You lost your kitchen, living room, and hallway. Kitchen was incinerated and smoke covered everything. Plastic on the clock was melted into a love heart shape. So at least the clock loved it. Yeah. The clock was loving the heat. But yeah, a fire in your house is just a real nasty event, really. Because a lot of stuff you've been living with for so long is just destroyed, right? It's an event you'll probably never forget. With any luck, though, you'll be a lot more careful in the future to make sure that never happens again, right? Do you know what caused the fire? Electrical fault, right?
I'll rest when I'm done.
And yeah. Okay, I've got some healing at least.
I'm not ready to hang it up.
The Junkrat Riptire backpack, yeah. That looks like it's a nice item to have. If you like Junkrat, it's worth getting that. Oh, I didn't open the queue, did I?
I've come back from work.
Join me. Group up with me.
For Genji stuff, they sell the sword, but that's fairly expensive.
You're powered up. Get in there.
No one can hide from my sight.
10 seconds.
You're going for it. I'm fighting. I have your back.
Yeah, if there's a fire somewhere, especially if there's a building on fire, you will smell it from very far away. Right? It's super easy to smell that kind of stuff because it spreads out so quickly. Unless there's a strong wind in the opposite direction. If the wind is blowing everything away from you, it may be a lot harder to smell it. Semantics, Meinhardt, semantics.
Escorting the payload. Take your medicine.
It's not just the smoke you can smell though, it's also the smell of all the other stuff burning, right? All the burnt stuff, right? Because you've got like burnt plastic, which is real nasty. You've got to smell that. That doesn't smell nice at all. God damn.
I'm funny, friend. You're all right.
I've got you in my sights.
Oh dear. Are we getting on the objective or no? I guess not.
Play of the game.
I've got you in my sights. Target-rich environment.
Oh yeah. If you have anything of any significant power plugged in, make sure it's got a surge protector on it as well. Those things can save lives too.
Traveling to Hanamura.
Yeah.
Prepare. Select
Most extension leads, the ones with the multi-plug things, the strips and the blocks, will have surge protectors in. They're usually a light on the block or strip with a switch, and they'll usually be labeled as well. If you've got extension leads or extension strips without a surge protector, replace them.
Never stop fighting for what you believe in.
We shall prove ourselves in glorious combat.
Yeah.
attack commences in 30 seconds.
I pass many a law when Miss Peggy is here.
You must have been terrified, Zyrex. That's not a nice experience at all.
Attack commences. Capture objective A.
Yeah. Have you seen anyone about the whole experience? Because I'd recommend that if you haven't. Even if you think you're perfectly okay, you may not be.
I wasn't cut out for retirement anyway.
It's in terms of extension leads and strips and stuff, it's not worth the saving in money not to get them. You should always make sure there's a surge protector on your electrical equipment. And if you've got just one thing plugged into the wall, it would be safer to get a little surge protector block. You can get them quite cheaply. That's basically gonna make sure that if any electrical surges come through that socket, they get stopped before the equipment itself is affected. Because that's what they do. They make sure that surges of power don't affect your equipment and potentially start an electrical fire. Oh yeah, probably Austin Harris, but at the moment, for the foreseeable future, it's going to be Overwatch.
My ultimate is charged.
My ultimate is charging. Enemy turret.
Yeah.
Just a scratch, you'll be fine. Enemy turret.
You do need to check yourself constantly, though, Zyrex.
Get in there.
It's entirely possible you could get, at least in part, and maybe a bit of PTSD from it. So you really need to be very aware of your own mental health over the next few years, even, right? And don't be afraid, never ever be afraid to go see someone professionally if you ever need to talk about any of it. Because although teachers and parents and the people you know, it's always good to talk to them, but seeing a professional will be much more effective.
I am at the objective. We must take it quickly.
I've heard of Mario Odyssey.
Not online.
I'm taking
I can't heal you if you're not in the game, man. No, I've never played Mario Odyssey. Yeah, I don't have a Switch.
Enemy turret destroyed.
Yeah, I've heard it's a good one.
enemy turret ahead.
All soldiers are
No
hard
one
to
can
kill.
hide from my sight.
Yeah. It's good to know. It's good to have those things that you know can
Group up.
keep you happy, right?
Thank you.
Keep you busy and entertained and having fun, you know? It's good to have those things. And especially when traumatic things happen to you like that. It's good to embrace the things that make you the happiest. To try to deal with the trauma in a sort of very delicate way, you know, because there is trauma there, and it's going to be difficult to deal with for quite a long time. Be under no illusion. That kind of event is life-changing in a way.
Enemy turret's not gonna bother us anymore.
Hey, D-Time.
My ultimate ability is ready. Group up here.
Enemy turret.
It's those kind of events that show you who your friends really are, right? The people that want
More than that.
to help you through the trauma are the real friends. The people that you should really invest your time and effort into developing your friendship more with, right? The people that want to change their plans just to make sure you're okay, right?
Enemy turret ahead. Enemy turret destroyed. Zarya, ready for duty.
Lista finestra di fine.
30 seconds remaining.
We have no
choice but to attack. Time is running out. Enemy reviving. Prepare to re-engage.
There are lots of various levels of friendship, and the true friends are the people that will happily set aside what they have planned to help a friend in need, right? To help someone they really care about. Alan, for me, is one of those friends. I have on occasion
Piece of cake.
just needed his company, needed his help, and he's always been willing to do that for me. And if he's ever asked me for that kind of help, I'd be more than happy to do that for him too. Thank you very much, Renegade X77, for the subscription. Thank you very much. I appreciate you using your free sub this month on me. I do appreciate it. Yes, there's space for you. Now?
Traveling to Numbani. Prepare to attack. Select your hero.
Asking for help from the people you care about is not something you should shy away from, Lionheart. Don't be afraid of doing it, because they can help you, and they will be happy to. If they're really your friends, they'll be happy to help you with any problems that you think they can help you with. Keeping those problems to yourself, although it's good to deal with your own problems and it can lead to greater happiness, it's no problem to get help, right, if you need it. And you shouldn't be ashamed to ask for that. It's a sign of strength to admit you have the problems in the first place, right? Some people don't like to admit they have certain problems in certain areas. And that's weakness, not being able to admit the problems that you have. So I think Overwatch will last along with League of Legends. If Blizzard put in the time, effort and money into making sure it does, then it can.
I require healing.
After all, the first step to solving any problem is to acknowledge its existence, right? And if you've got someone else to help you acknowledge that existence of that problem, then that's even more helpful, because telling someone else often helps to figure the exact specifics of the problem out, because you have to explain it to someone else and have them truly understand it. And for someone else to truly understand your problem, you need to truly understand it yourself. So by telling someone else, it's possible you'll learn more about the problem yourself, because you have to try and make them understand, right?
All soldiers are hard to kill.
Yeah, that's true, Dave. keeping too many problems to yourself can lead to things like depression down the line, yeah. Being able to share your problems is an important part of everyday life, and that you should always have people that you're comfortable sharing your problems with. And if you haven't got anyone like that you'd be comfortable sharing your problems with, you need to work harder at the relationships you have until you're comfortable doing that. Your real friends will never ever complain about you sharing your problems. Right. Unless that's only ever what you do, right? It's a small part of a greater relationship, right? It's how a true relationship is not just about sharing the good times, but also sharing the bad times, because then you can help each other through the bad times to ensure you can have more good times than bad times, right? That's life. If you've got people in your life that only want to share good times with you and don't want to share bad times with you, then they're not the right kind of friends. The people you should surround yourself with are the people that want to help you no matter what's going on. They want to be with you no matter whether things are going good or going bad. Those are the good kind of friends. Those are the kind of friends you want.
More than that. 60 seconds to fight. Watching your back. Healing stream engaged. Get back in the fight.
Heroes never die.
Diva online.
You're powered up. Get in there.
I think there's a fairly simple way of saying it that means a lot in the end, and it's a good friend will call to chat, a bad friend will call for a favor, right? So basically, people who are your real friends will call because they want to talk to you, you know, that kind of thing. The toxic friendships are the ones where they only ever contact you if they need something. Those are the people that are using you. They don't really want to be friends, right?
I am at the objective. We must take it quickly.
Sure, favors happen between real friends, naturally, but if the relationship consists of them only ever asking you for help when they need it and nothing else, that's not a good friendship. And that's no friendship at all.
Time to raise my APM.
Heroes never die.
Thank you.
Stop that. Mario Maker. They recently released number 2 of Mario Maker, didn't they? I've heard some good things.
التكرار يعلم الشطار.
I've got the payload and I'm moving out.
I've got you in my sights.
Oh. Payload! Where did Genji go? I think it's time.
Get ready for a shot.
your back.
There we go, there's some heals.
Why is the payload stopped?
No, damn it. Damn it, no! Got him!
Much better.
Yeah! Aww. We get Nano Blade yet? Nope. Damn it! No! That Genji kill was lucky.
Thank you, Angela.
Get in there, Bob. I'm moving the payload.
Healing in hand.
Kill him so I can nano you. Liam, go! Get them! Oh no, I need to survive. Ah, damn it. Oh well, we can go in together. Oh yeah, thank you.
Back again.
I'll retreat a little bit. Yeah, definitely now.
My plane is ready to be unleashed.
Indeed. Okay, wait up. Need to group up. Wow.
My ultimate is ready.
Okay, we're ready. Go.
Get in there.
Nice, keep going. Yeah. Wait, who did I kill?
Victory.
Yeah.
Play of the game. Double.
Nice.
Traveling to Horizon Moon. Prepare to attack. Select your hero.
Yeah, but it should go both ways, Meinhardt. If it's not, it's a drain, right? It's not a useful relationship for you if you're not getting anything out of it. Don't be a doormat.
Never stop fighting for what you believe in.
If everyone performs their function, victory.
A doormat.
Attack commences in 30 seconds. Five, four, three, two, one. Attack commencing. Capture
Ugh.
objective
هرجعكم بيوتكم سالمين.
Do I think it's worth building a keyboard? Building a keyboard?
Enemy turret.
What do you mean?
I've come back from worse.
Seems like a bit too much effort for not much. More of a novelty than a practicality. Because there's not a whole lot that can go into a keyboard, really, is there? Just a board with keys. You can, you know, determine what switches you get if you want, but kind of unnecessary, really.
في الامتحان يكرم المرء أو يهان.
Yeah, the way you clean a keyboard is you take all the keys off, you wipe down each key, and then you put them back on again. One in the middle, however, when you've got all the keys off the keyboard, you then just get a toothbrush and sort of brush out all the little bits and hairs and crumbs and bits of skin and all that stuff. You brush it all out. If you ever use water at any point, it should be distilled water, basically pure water, without anything in it. Because otherwise you can get mineral deposits on the circuit board which would completely mess the thing up. Ugh. Ugh.
Enemy turrets destroyed.
Those compressed air cans, most of the time they're not air. Some kind of flammable gas a lot of the time. Which is why you should always turn off the electronics that you're cleaning with those dusters before cleaning them, otherwise you risk starting a fire.
Enemy turret detected. Enemy turret destroyed.
Remaining.
Was it a membrane keyboard, Minehot? No problem, Rady. I'm happy to help.
Team kill.
That you do, Wakes.
Ready. 30 seconds remaining.
لسه في ناس لازم أحميهم. We're running out of time. Everyone, attack.
Oh, dear me.
We're out of time. Attack!
Oh no!
It'll take more than that to keep me out of the fight.
Attack the objective.
I think my favorite keyboards were the old IBM ones. The really clickety-clackety ones. I like those keyboards.
Play of the game.
Ugh. They're still in demand as well, those kind of keyboards. They tend to be priced rather highly on sites like eBay. They don't make them like they used to. Yeah, that sucks, Meinhardt. Always sucks when something you really like breaks and refuses to work anymore.
Now traveling to Busan. Prepare for battle. Select your hero.
Oh no! Oh well, Winston it is. Winston, how's you hanging?
Imagination is the essence of the sun. Get ready to move.
Switch. Oh yeah. Thanks for letting me know. Jeez. It's worth Wakes finding a good typing program and practicing properly every day. In order to learn to type with Dvorak, I practiced for half an hour every day for about a month, and after that I could type fairly well in Dvorak without looking at the keyboard. In fact, looking at the keyboard was completely useless in Dvorak because the vast majority of the keyboards on the market are QWERTY layout by design. So yeah, so it's worth learning how to touch type. If you find that learning to touch type as QWERTY is too difficult because it's too easy just to stare at the keyboard, do what I did. Switch to Dvorak. That problem will be gone.
I'm not ready to hang it up.
Damn it.
Feel the healing beat.
Oh, damn it.
This is much better than a cabana on the beach.
YGHJ. Huh, that's a little weird. Right in the middle of the keyboard. But, you know, some people are a bit weird. And that's fine.
I need healing.
لسه في ناس لازم احميهم.
Damn it. Nobody saw what What?
Tactical visor ready for deployment.
You're trying to play with 7 cents.
Let's go.
Yeah, it's a little high. Osu. I've never tried Osu before. Might be worth trying it at some point.
Best round.
I've never been that great at those kind of games though.
It'll take more than that to keep me out of it.
Score 0-1.
I'm in no rush.
You actually pay with 13 cents? Oh, so it's lower than you're used to. Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
Ba-da-ba-dum-bum-bum-bum-bum.
I am at the objective.
You're not getting rid of me that.
Dee-dee-bop-bop-bee-dee-bee-dum. Whoa! Ouch.
You're not getting rid of me that.
I need healing.
Brigitte after serve.
Nerf this.
Enemy turret.
Ouch. Damn it. Ugh.
I wasn't cut out for retirement anyway.
Widowmaker here. And unit destroyed.
No, stop it! No, leave me alone! So rude, Moira, so rude.
Much better than a command.
Oh, I did real bad. Oh, man.
Play of the game.
Well...
Double, triple kill, quadruple kill, quintuple kill.
Wow. I don't like doing it, but I think I'm gonna call it early today because I'm getting rather tired and I'm not feeling that great today. So I'm gonna get extra rest today to make sure I don't get actually sick. I'd rather not. So I got important stuff to do tomorrow and Tuesday. needs to get done. So I want to actually do those instead of staying home in bed. Ugh, man. If Blizzard decide to announce anything at Overwatch League later today, I will tweet my reaction to it. So keep an eye on that. If you care about that thing. As for now, I thank you very much for watching. Thank you to Renegade X77 for the Twitch Prime sub. Thank you for True Gaming for sponsoring me and my stream. You can check them out in the link below the stream if you want to get some game servers for various different kind of games and stuff like that. So yeah, truegaming.com if you're interested in that kind of stuff. Anyway, I'll be back tomorrow, hopefully. If not, I'll let people know on Twitter. Yeah, hopefully I will. We shall see. Overwatch League will be starting very shortly if you're interested in watching that. Whether they do an announcement or not might be good to watch. Shanghai against Fusion. Shanghai are doing a lot better this year than last year, but that doesn't take much. Anyway, let's see. I'll send you all over to ARG because Boss isn't streaming today. ARG. So yeah, see you all soon, everybody. Sorry for the early finish, but you know, it happens. See you soon.